YouTube, what's good with my infinite minds? It's your boy Infinite. I hear y'all, I receive y'all. Let's get this video started off the right way by putting some love in our bodies. You already know what to do. We put love, we put water in our bodies and love ourselves. Today, y'all, I want to talk about thanking the people that hurt you. Those people that hurt you, they were a blessing. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. I'm going to be dropping constant content. Leave comments, man. Leave an infinity sign. Leave something. Leave your perspective on how you feel about thanking the people who hurt you because they were a blessing. Do this and the universe and God is going to commend you. I commend you. The people that hurt you were a blessing because you're going through a dark time and they made you more aware of your potential. They made you more aware of the things going on in your mind. They made you more aware of what you're capable of doing. So they were actually a blessing. That girl that hurt you, that broke your heart, that family member that stole from you, your best friend that crossed you, all that was a response to the light that you were bringing. And that was dark energy, right? So that stuff happened and it was dark, but you can use that dark energy to your potential and let it and understand it and use it to better your life. So when that bad thing happened to you and that person hurt you, it probably put you in a position to want to learn more about yourself, to become more isolated, or maybe put a wall up. You know what I'm saying? But it was a feeling that you didn't want to feel again. So it actually put you in the darkness, but it also helped you gain light because now you're here and you're watching this video and now you're understanding that when people hurt you, yeah, it sucks, but it's all about how we respond to it. I'm not saying don't have no emotion, don't have no feeling. Yeah, have that feeling, but understand that that feeling when the people hurt you, use that upsetness and that anger, that's dark energy. But you can use dark energy for good. You can use it to motivate you. I'm not saying, a lot of people think dark energy is just oh, you're casting spells and wishing bad. No. What if you're in a light spot in your life and you're being positive and your vibration's high, but then you got a dark energy that hits you? That's the dark energy coming to you, and you have to choose how you want to respond to it. You get what I'm saying? So basically with doing that, you see that everything that your enemies or people who have hurt you put you through was just dark energy to balance out your light. As far up light you go is as far back the dark energy is going to take you. So when you reach another frequency and you become more aware of yourself and you're going up levels, man, it's like balance. Just like what goes up must come down. So just as much dark force that you bring into the world, you're going to have the equal and opposite force of negativity trying to stop you. And it's up to you if you want to let that negativity stop you and each time pull you back into the same reality that you're in. Or you see it, it slaps you in the face, you acknowledge it, you know what it is, and you're like, okay, let me use this dark energy, this hurt, this pain I feel all down here in my core to go level up on these fools. Let me use this to boss my whole life up. You feel me? Let me use this to get stronger, to get more sturdier. That's what I'm saying. So that's why you got to thank the people that actually hurt you, because it's actually giving you the test right now. God is showing you, are you willing and ready to use that energy to keep going, to level up? Just as much light comes into your life, and when you're leveling up, it's just as much as dark is going to come in. You can't have one without the other. People think that being positive is just, you're just going to walk around positive, with no issues. No, like life is up and down. That's dark and light. Like it's always going to be some dark, it's always going to be some light. But the thing is how we respond to it. And once we learn how to respond to it correctly, we're all going to be on a super, super high frequency, because nothing's going to be able to bother us or touch us. And if it does, we're going to use that frustration, that doubt, that hurt, that snakeness to our advantage. And then we're going to just let it fuel our core, and we're just going to let it fuel and help us get even closer to our goals. That's what I mean by the people that hurt you were a blessing. They don't even know it. Because now that they hurt you, you're more aware, you're more sharp, you're on your P's and Q's. You're doing everything that you weren't doing before. Or if you were doing it, you're going back to those ways. But now you're staying even more cautious. You're staying like 3 steps ahead. So yeah, it sucked at the time, but now it's like your reality is like you're getting the pieces together. Like now you're puzzling stuff together and stuff starting to click. So you're like, okay, yeah, I took that L, but that L honestly is gonna get me more W's. Taking that little step backwards is actually gonna boost me to go further. That's what a lot of people don't think, man. They don't realize. They just let the negativity happen, and when it happens, the disappointment, they live in it and they never change their reality. Like we all know people, something bad happened to them and they never change. They're just all like, man, this happened to me 5 years ago, and they're still living in that frequency, that they're still living in that energy that the other person put onto them, instead of using it. And it's okay to like be sad or feel not okay for a day or whatever, but you got to bounce back and use it to your own advantage. So that's what I mean. Like, you got to let these bad situations almost be blessings. And I know that it sucks, and I know that, trust me, everything in my life isn't fine. But I'm not going to be sitting here in sorrow, moping about it, inside, depressed, sad, complaining, putting that frequency out in the world. No. You stay positive, and you believe, and you come up with a plan, and you stick to it. You think of the things that you need to change, and maybe some things that you need to subtract out of your life that's going to help you go to the next level, and then you do that. With that, those people disappointing you, that was a blessing, because maybe they were what you needed to subtract from your life, but you kept dealing with them. And then boom, that happened. You got burned. So now you know, like, not only can I not deal with those type of individuals, now you're aware of their frequency, because like they've shed light on you, how they are. So now your eyes are open to them. So now when you deal with other human beings like that, and they come up to you trying to be on that foolishness, you're going to know. So not only did that help you with that, but it's also teaching you that there's light and there's dark energy. Every time you come with positive, there's going to be negative. And learn how to use that dark energy to your advantage. Everything dark doesn't have to be like, you know, like getting in your dark energy. Like, people think you got to like get back at the person or do something evil or nothing like that. No, you just got to not be bothered. You just got to do you. You just got to keep even going harder. But as soon as you like something happens and then you let it consume you, nothing's wrong with, like, let's say a friend disappoints you and he straight up like lets you down and like basically like he's a snake. Like he violates your trust at all and steals from you. Of course you're gonna be disappointed. Of course you're gonna be mad and frustrated. But the first step is like, the old you probably would have just went and just like probably beat his ass or cussed him out. But now you know you're almost playing chess with your mind. Now you're like slowing down on your decision. You're like, oh, okay, I see what happened. Damn, really? And of course you're still gonna be mad and angry, but now you're gonna learn how to use that energy to almost fuel you to go further in life. And I know it sounds weird. And I know you're like, man, all this sounds so perfect. No, it's not perfect. It's just doing reps. When you've been hurt so many times like me and let down and disappointed and fooled by people wearing sheep, like wolves, and they're not even wolves, just sheep in sheep clothing. They're not even wolves. it makes you learn more. It makes you wonder, like, why are people like that? What is happening? So it makes you work on your mind and yourself, become more self-aware. So now that's something that I've been practicing, I'm just sharing it, man. Like, the mind is so powerful. We all know that, and we got to look at them like blessings, because it's not going to get any easier. It's always going to be a new set of negativity or a new set of darkness that you got to deal with. And it's just how you respond to it in your life. How we respond to it in our life is how we're going to keep our frequency high and how we're going to stay mentally sane out here. As soon as you go down that rabbit hole and start letting what another person did to you, you're literally living through them. You're literally living in their insecurities, and that's what they want. They want to leave you with that baggage and that damage to be like, oh, and almost make you feel guilty for them finessing you or letting you down. But that's what I'm saying. Thank them, man. Address it. Let it go. And don't be so hard on yourself. Understand that they're blessings. As much as it sucks, and as much as, like, going through it hurts and you don't understand it, don't try to understand it. Just look at what it is and be like, okay, this is what it is. And then use it as a blessing, because now it can't happen to you again. All right, man. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment. Tell me if you ever dealt with people disappointing you, letting you down, but now you understand that it's a major blessing. If you ever understood that, or that's ever happened to you, leave an infinity sign. All right, my infinite minds. I'm out, y'all.